Hello and welcome. My name is Rumi, and this is another edition of Let's Travel Around the World, virtual travel with Rumi. How you doing, guys? Good morning. It's a cold, chilly morning. Okay, so today we are traveling to Rome. Yes, I want to share some interesting facts about Rome, and my source is from thetravelbunny.com. Okay, so Rome was founded more than 2,700 years ago, and it's the capital of Italy, one of the most popular and most visited cities around the world. It's the place where many religions were born, political ideas were formed, and incredible buildings were constructed. So let's move to the juicy parts, the fun facts about Rome. Alright, welcome back, guys. So Rome was founded in 753 BC by twin brothers Romulus and Remus. It's believed that the two brothers were raised by a she-wolf after being abandoned on the banks of the Tiber. Mythology says that they founded Rome on the very place where they were breastfed by the she-wolf. Later on, in a disagreement over which hill to build on, Romulus killed his brother Remus and became the first ruler of Rome. Another interesting fact about Rome is that it is densely populated. It's believed that the population of ancient Rome was about 50 to 90 million. Although that's a very high number and seems unlikely, it actually makes sense because it includes the population of the entire Roman Empire, which covered more than 5 million square kilometers. This area is now divided into several countries located on 3 different continents, including Europe, Asia, and Africa. Are you aware that Rome has loads of nicknames? One of the most popular of it is Caput Mundi. It's a combination of 2 Latin words that literally translate to the capital of the world. This nickname was given to Rome because of its prosperity, size, and population. While other names include the City of 7 Hills, Urbs Athena, the Eternal City, Urbs Sacra, the City of God. Well, they forgot Sin City. There's hardly any movie set against the Roman Empire or has something to do with Rome that is without sex scenes. And I want to believe that this movie depicts their lifestyle. But maybe back in the day, we don't know what's happening now. I've not been to Rome before and I didn't get to see this when I was doing my findings. Okay, so let's go on. Rome is home to the largest European university, which is La Sapienza University, aka University of Rome in Europe. Covering more than 110 acres of land. It's also the oldest university in Rome, founded in 1303 and supporting over 120,000 students. We're also told that Rome has more churches than any other city. There are more than 900 churches in Rome, which is more than any other city in the world. Well, are we saying they have more churches than Nigeria? Who knows? Maybe I need to look that up as well. Rome is sometimes called the City of Fountains because of the sheer number of fountains it has. It's one of the first things you will notice as soon as you start exploring the city. The water is drinkable, so take a water bottle when you visit and fill up for free. This you can attest to based on some movies shot in Rome. I'm sure you've seen some of those movies. It looks like if you haven't shown or shot a scene beside one or two of the fountains, you really haven't been to Rome. At least I can think of one or two now just talking about it. Also, I found out that Rome invented the word palace. Did you know that the word palace was coined in Rome? It originated from the name Palatine Hill, which is one of the 7 hills of the city. Ancient Roman Emperor Augustus, 27 BC to 14 AD, started the tradition of building royal residences and palaces on Palatine Hill. This tradition led to a place ancient Romans called Palatine, which was derived from the Latin word palatium, which means a place of power and strength. From this, the English word palace was born. So palace translates to a place of power and strength. Same. So we also told that Rome is home to the first shopping mall. Roman Emperor Trajan was responsible for building the world's very first, at least known shopping mall from 107 to 110 AD. Yeah, Rome's got everything. We also found that the Roman Empire was known for the exceptional artists, architects, and philosophers excelling in different fields, ideas, and inventions. And I'm sure you can tell from all of the beautiful, magnificent buildings that we see on movies and, of course, on the internet. One of the most important highlights of the era is its architecture. It's believed that concrete was invented in ancient Rome, which is a notable contribution to humankind. Yeah, interesting. Now to the part that scares me. Rome has a thing about cats. So here's a fact about Rome that cat lovers will enjoy. In Rome, cats are protected by the law and they are legally allowed to spend their lives wherever they want without being disturbed. According to a law passed in 1991, no one is allowed to chase away or relocate cats from their natural urban habitats if 5 or more muggies are living together. Bearing in mind there are over 4,000 cats communes in Rome, that's a lot of cats. And interestingly, Rome is where the first McDonald's was opened in 1986. Wow. Then there's this coffee rule in Rome. If you're a coffee lover and you're planning to visit Rome, there are some definite coffee rules that you need to know before you order a cup of cappuccino, espresso, or any other coffee drink. In Rome and across all of Italy, milk-based coffees such as cafe latte and cappuccino should never be ordered after 11 a.m. Be prepared for some odd looks from the locals if you order milky coffees after 11 a.m. Wow, strange. I know some folks who won't dare go to Rome because of this. Coffee lovers, yeah. Rome is the only city in the world that is home to a country known as the Vatican City, the city of the Pope. There's a secret elevated passage in the Castel Sant'Angelo, I hope I pronounced that well, known as Passetto di Borgo, which leads to the Vatican City. This passage was specifically built for the safety of the Pope to enable him to reach the Castel Sant'Angelo easily if there's any danger in the city. So the beauty passage way of escape for the Pope. What about all the other church members? I didn't say that. And we also told that most of the ancient cities in Rome are underground. It is estimated that most of the ancient cities about 30 feet below the current street level. Rome used to have an advanced water sports system as well. This is because water was incredibly important to the Romans and they began prioritizing their water supply almost 2,000 years ago. An advanced system would carry water into the city through canals and to the fountains located all over the city, so the people had access to clean water. And you know, they're all known for their public baths, their sanitary areas around the city, and some of them we are told have amenities like dining areas, massages, relaxing and socializing. Yes, I know that I've seen some things like that in the movie. They always have this large bath area, you know, looks more like a pool, a swimming pool, but not a swimming pool per se. So if you can, I'm told you can still visit some parts of this in Rome, that you can still find some bath areas like that, in the public baths when you visit Rome. So think about it when you go to Rome. Now to that part that we all have been waiting for me to talk about, the Colosseum. The Colosseum is one of the most famous structures in the world, and of course it's located in Rome. It's one of the first things that comes to my mind when one mentions Rome. This is where the gladiators fight, you know, where the gladiator fights used to take place. But did you know that more than 1 million animals and 500,000 people died in the Colosseum? So it's been said that Emperor Vespasian, 980 to 79 AD, built the Colosseum with the use of thousands of slaves. It had a retractable velarium for shade, a warren of underground passages, 36 trap doors, and 8 different entrances. Nowadays, over half of the building is no longer there, but it's still one of the most visited places on the earth. I guess if I ever have the chance to go to Rome, I would love to take a picture beside the Colosseum. Yeah. Or maybe meet with one of the gladiators, sweaty gladiator with sword. Even me. One of the lesser known facts about Rome is that the first known legal system started right there in Rome. So in 134 BC, there was a period of social unrest in Rome and legal decisions were made arbitrarily. So the people pushed for laws to be written down so that disputes could be settled reasonably and fairly. The ancient Romans were excellent road builders and created a complex network of roads in the 4th century. This network consisted of highways, which not only allowed Romans to travel across Europe, but also helped them during warfare. Whenever the Romans defeated a town and added it to their empire, they created a new road linking the newly captured area to Rome in order to ensure easy access. Nice strategy. Nice thinking. Ancient Rome had newspapers, although the invention of printed newspaper and printing press took place in the 15th century. Ancient Rome or ancient Romans had their own type of newspaper. They were called the Acta Dona. I hope I pronounced that correctly, which translates as daily acts. So they were documenting their daily acts. So that's newspaper. And do you know that kissing could be dangerous? Kissing on the lips used to be a common way of greeting people during ancient times. It was considered a display of salutation, gratitude, and a sign of affection among ancient Romans. However, a kiss could also be used as a form of lie detector. Men would use this tactic to detect if their wives had drunk wine, as women were not allowed to drink wine at that time. Thank God I was not born in such an era, so I would have missed out on red wine, white wine. Nah. Sorry, I'm feeling essential. Gladiators were celebrities. One of the most interesting topics of ancient Roman history is its gladiators. Yeah, very interesting. I love to watch any movie that's got gladiator feel to it. Yes, so although many people believe that all gladiators used to die in a fight in the arena, not all of them made their demise in the Colosseum. Gladiators would fight to demonstrate their power and strength, and they were seen as celebrities despite the fact that they were actually slaves. Now this is the part that I love most. I think this is the most interesting thing to know about the history of Rome. So I really love this one. It says that during ancient times, there used to be an annual Saturnalian festival held on the 17th December in honor of Saturn, which is their god of seed. Homes were decorated with rites and festival activities such as exchanging gifts to socializing and feasting took place. During this festival, roles were reversed. That's the part I like about this. The slaves would become the masters and the masters would become the slaves. So at first, people used to trade their places just for one day, but later on it became a week. The slaves were allowed to talk to their masters however they wanted and even be rude to them without being punished. There was a rule that no grudges would be held after the festival. However, the tradition died out quickly. Hi! Imagine if that kind of tradition still existed today and you have a very mean boss. How about giving it to him or her just the way they do to you? It would have been a world of chaos by now. Rome is one of the most amazing cities in the world. I bet you can tell from all of the fun facts we've shared today, but I can't bring every detail to you in such a short time. I'm sure there are more places to visit on and a short trip won't be sufficient. However, if you've never been to Rome, I guess I must have whet your appetite. So start to think about it for your next vacation. Okay, my name is Wunmi and this is Deb's Corner. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Follow me at Debs_Corner. I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, WordPress, bloggers.com, Tumblr. I'm everywhere, serving it to your heart. And of course, I love you. Thank you for listening. Okay, thank you. I love you.